So good afternoon and welcome again to another exciting musical segment of the Sunday Afternoon Live. Hope you guys are doing well, and I'd like to welcome my beautiful sister and co-host here with me again, Urmilla Singh. Urmilla, how are you doing today? Are you excited about today's lineup?
I am. I'm really excited. And thank you again for inviting me to co host with you. And I just want to say happy Sunday to all of your viewers and hope everyone's having a great Sunday afternoon.
I know, I know. I hope so too. We do have quite a few people who are logged in right now. So thank you, everybody. Please share the page. Give us some hearts and some likes and thumbs up as we move along in the program. We have an exciting lineup for you today. But before we do that, I just want to let you know that I started this program last year, May, as a way to keep our community involved, informed, and entertained during this COVID-19 lockdown. It's now been 9 months, and we're still dealing with this dreadful virus all around the world. Most countries have severe restrictions in place, including Canada. Currently, we are not allowed to leave the house unless absolutely necessary. And that is just to go get your essentials, right? Like food and medicine, and to go to work for those of you who can't work from home. And also, the police have the right to stop you and ask questions. Isn't that so, Urmilla?
Um, I believe so. I'll let you be the expert on talking about that. The last I had heard was they could not ask questions, stop you and ask questions. But we'll dive a little bit deeper into that.
Yes, I think the latest news was that they do have the right to stop and
Okay.
ask you after 8 o'clock if you're found like driving around. Say, for
During
instance,
the day.
we live in Pickering, and if I was driving to, if the cops pull me over somewhere in Brampton, they have the right to stop me and ask me what I'm doing there.
Right, right.
Right.
But
So
within your own vicinity during the day, if you're out and about, they cannot stop you and ask you, what's your business being out, I believe.
I'm only throwing these questions to you because I know you work for
I
for
know, and
police.
that's why I'm saying what I'm saying, because I know the last communication we had received, but I can double check that for your viewers and I'll get back to you on that piece.
Okay, perfect, no problem. And our daily numbers of infections are rising on a daily basis. So, and the number of deaths are horrendous, and our hearts go out to those who have lost loved ones. So everyone, please, please, please pay attention to, and the basic rule of thumb is just to stay home. That is all, just stay home. Let's stop the spiral and help flatten the curve, okay? All right, so my little preaching is done for COVID-19. This is supposed to be a fun, vibrant segment today, so we're going to keep it really light and airy. And we have CSM just around the corner. And for those of you who don't know what CSM is, it's the Chutney Soca Monarch. It's one of the biggest stages on the West Indian music scene, happening in Trinidad and Tobago every single year. And I believe this is their 26th year that they are going to be hosting the CSM. So CSM is around the corner, and we do have two very talented artists on my program here today to talk about their new song release, and they're going to also talk about the platform of CSM and what it entails and how much hard work goes into it, for those of you who want to know. And we also have a very talented local musician drummer whom we will be talking to as well. So guys, before we get any further, please do take a moment, share the page, invite your friends, invite those who would like to, hear what our CSM semi-finalists have to say. And let's get started. So I'm going to introduce, let our first guest in, and then Urmilla, I think you can take it over from there.
Absolutely.
Awesome. But before we do that, let me just give a quick shout out to a couple of people on Facebook right now. We've got Vimal Jaglal, Shivani Balkaran, DG Naresh, Shiva Maraj, Sudesh Naraine is on right now. Indra Prasad, hi mom.
Hi, Mom.
Indra Dipchan, Karamchand Prasad, Ashika Gopal, thank you. Rakesh Narayan, watching all the way from Australia. Rajesh Singh, I believe your husband is watching.
That's right.
And Vivekanand, Mike Chetram, Andrea Chetram, and Esther Danes. All right, guys, please share the link, guys. Share the page, and let's get as many people on here watching today. And I'm going to invite our first guest in. Let's see. Go. Well, hello, Keith. How are you? You're looking quite dashing today. Your colors actually match our background here.
Great.
Oh, you can't hear me.
Can you hear us?
No, he has to unmute.
Okay.
Hang on.
If you can
Okay,
just
hello?
unmute your
Hi,
screen.
I
Yeah,
can hear
there we go.
you.
Yes, I unmuted. Hello?
Yes,
Hi.
I can hear you now.
Okay, good.
Awesome, awesome. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Well, before we get any further, I must say congratulations on making it to the CSM semifinals.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Awesome. So what we're going to do at this point is Urmilla, this is my
Hi,
sister,
Keith.
actually. She's going to be co-hosting with me today.
Hi,
So
hi,
she,
hi, Urmilla.
How are you, Keith? I have the
I'm fine,
pleasure
thank
of
you. And
I have the
yourself?
pleasure of introducing you and just telling the audience a little bit about you. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm going to start and tell me if I get it right. Okay, Keith? So you are born in Trinidad and Tobago, but you currently live in London, Ontario, Canada. You migrated to Canada about 23 years ago. But you've never forgotten your roots, and you continue to speak the culture of your birthland in North America. You love your hometown of Palo Seco in South Trinidad, where you began your musical journey, and you incorporated that name into your stage persona. Is that correct?
Yes, you have it all right.
All right, good stuff.
Good
so
job.
what
good
I
job.
want to know is that, you know, you took Keith Richards and you created Kei Palo. So Keith from Palo Seco becoming
Yes.
Kei Palo. So
That's correct.
his creative mind not only concocted his unique persona, but allowed him to master pieces in the create masterpieces in the calypso, soca chutney, soca, and parang genres of Caribbean music. His style is patriotic, not only to his music, but also to humanity, spreading love and unity in his lyrics. He is no stranger to the stage, as it has become his playground, entering competitions that allows locals to showcase their talent here at home, and with the newly inaugurated Toronto Chutney Soca Monarch, and now on a world stage of CSM in Trinidad and Tobago.
Congrats.
His song Chutney Soca, which was his hit song of 2020, attests to his humble nature, celebrating the icons in the industry that he has also been a part of for the last 40 years. This song was written on a plane going to Trinidad to record them. We got to talk about that, boy. And so here to talk about CSM 2021 and his musical journey thus far is none other than the amazingly talented and gifted singer-songwriter, Kei Palo, as some of you may know him as Keith. So welcome to the program. It's good to have you here. It's been a while in the making, but we're finally here.
Thank you.
So how has it been? Like, what does it feel like to be, when you heard your name being called this morning as one of the semi-finalists?
Oh, full of excitement this morning. And, I just want to thank the organizations of CSM 26. I want to thank the Vashti Dogra. She is the one who is spearheading the Canadian branch of the CSM. I want to congratulate all the artists who has made it through into the semifinals. Thank you so much, George Singh, my producer, Big Rich, hell of a producer.
Mhm.
I'm just so excited.
I
Yeah.
know, and I can't tell. I just logged on to Southex's live this morning, and I just barely made it in time to hear all the names being called out, and I was just really excited to when they called your name and a few others that I know as well too. So, and especially the contestants from Guyana, that's amazing. 3 of them from Guyana. So I'm rooting for my country.
We're rooting for you as well.
Thank you.
Also rooting for you. Don't worry.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we're
we're
gonna.
having like a Guyanese invasion.
Well, you know what? I think it's about time because they've really come out with some really good music, good pieces of music this year, and their music is being played in this house in particular, like 24/7. The Pua
Wow.
song and the Kadi song. What is it called? I'm not sure what the name of the song is, but it's very popular in this
I
household.
think that one is Never Gonna Leave.
Never Gonna
I believe
Leave.
it.
Yes,
That's what it
Never
is, or
Gonna
something like
Leave.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those 2
Yeah, they're
songs are
doing
really
great.
popular. Yes.
Doing great. Reminds me of when there was like uh, a Bajan invasion in the soca music in Trinidad.
Yes.
Now we're having the Guyanese invasion for the chutney soca. It's
Exactly.
really great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I know you came to Canada 23 years ago. How old were you then?
Um.
I think
Oh, you should have asked someone their age, Mala. Come on.
it's okay for a man not to
it's
tell them their age, but I mean, we can ask you how old you are, right?
Yes, definitely. But first, I would like to ask, how old do you think I look? And I'm gonna give you the exact age. See if I
Mid-30s,
qualify.
No,
early to mid-30s. I'll go with that.
Oh my! Thank you so much. But my actual age, I am 52.
No.
Yes, I am.
you look amazing for
Wow.
52. I would have never guessed. Would you have
Yes.
guessed, Carmela?
No. Like I said, I was gonna say like mid-30s.
I have the genes. I have the genes.
The West Indian genes.
That's correct. Yeah.
That's right, the West Indian genes. Now, as you were growing up as a boy, what were your interests? I'm pretty sure that you didn't get interested in music, when you were like.
Well, I have always loved music from a young boy because at my primary school level, I was in the school choir.
Mhm.
I went to Siparia Boys RC. Marshall Montano actually was in 2 classes lower than me in the same school.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, and we had an amazing school choir, and I was a part of that. And so since then, I've been doing the singing, and I'm here now. I've been
Right.
doing this
Yeah.
recording for the past 5 years, and it's been amazing. My
Wow.
journey is nice.
So so your musical career started in Palo Seco. That's where you're from.
Yes.
But can you tell us about that time in your life when you first got interested, and who were your musical inspirations at that time?
Well, as I
Silence.
said,
You have to think about it. Come on.
as I said, like I started off in my primary school, and when I was age 16, I went to a show, and there was a group performing, and well, they were from my area, and I said, wow, I could do this. I could really do this, and I went to where they rehearsed, and I spoke to the manager in charge and all of that, and he gave me an audition and a trial, and they accepted me to sing with the group.
Yeah.
So, and after that, I started singing with other groups. I joined a parang group, which is a local music in Trinidad also, parang music.
Mhm.
And I sang with that parang group for some time. I even played guitar with that group also.
Mhm.
I joined another parang group. I joined a soca band. I sing with a few soca bands in Trinidad before I came to Canada. I was very involved in the music in Trinidad. You know, like I played a little bit of guitar with the parent groups. I played
Yeah.
the steel drums for Siparia Deltoons at the time. So I was always involved year round in the music in Trinidad and Tobago. And I came to Canada with a group.
Okay.
And that group was mainly doing chutney and soca flavored mixed music. So I at the time was singing the soca music with the group, and I stayed away from the music for a bit after that. And when I started back, I entered into a competition. I think Mala, I think you were a part of that competition that I
Yes,
entered.
I was. You came
Yes.
in second place and I came in third.
Yes. And from then, I went to Trinidad. My good friend Shobana
Mhm.
introduced me to Big Rich, and I started recording with Big Rich last year. It was the first time I got into the finals of CSM with the song Chutney Soca.
Mhm.
And I'm here now, you know, like I'm here
Yeah,
with
I
you
know.
guys doing this
So
interview.
let me ask you about that song, Chutney Soca, because I want to play that. I want to play that song in just a couple of minutes. But before we do that, you wrote that song in between flights before you went to record it. Like, you know, were you so inspired? Like, how did you manage to come up with the words? Like, walk us through that.
Well, so I had the first verse and first verse and chorus more or less. And when I sent it to Rich, I had already sent some other songs of mine to him, and he was send me another one, and he wanted to get the right song in one. When he heard that one, he said, "Wow, I like this one. Let's do this one." I said,
Mhm.
"Well, I haven't finished written the song as yet, you know." He says, "No, come down, jump on a plane right away, come to Trinidad, you know." So while I was on the plane heading down, I'm still, you know, in my mind and on my little paper, I'm writing, and you know, the inspiration was all there because, you know, I had that feeling. I know that I love this music, you know, chutney soca. Ever from since growing up in my area in Palo Seco, there was, you know, a great influence of the East Indian people, and I would always hear the songs by the neighbor playing, and I would sing along, and I just loved it, you know.
Right, right. Well, I'm going to take a quick break and I just want to play this song for our audience right now. And let's just fix it up here so that I can play it. There we go. Enjoy the song, everyone.
Chutney soca mashing up the fat. Tonight I sure to break a sweat. Chutney soca mashing up the place. Them young girl come to shake their waist. All night they whining, his waistline rolling. It's Bunga Ghana, Mr. Bissessa. I just want to take a taste, 'cause I love chutney soca. Yes, I love chutney soca. make you dance. Have you jumping out your pants? Guitars are rolling and it's sounding sweet. Party jumping to the beat. All night they whining, it's waistline rolling, it's Gunga Ghana, Mr. Vicessa. I just want to take a taste, 'cause I love chutney soca. Yes, I love chutney soca. Music from Africa and India, combined to make chutney soca. Put your hand in the air and say, combined to make chutney soca. Put your hands in the air and say, music from Africa and India, combined to make chutney soca. Put your hands in the air and say, give me a one drop. Music from Africa and India, combined to make chutney soca. Loose man, where the people? How are you feeling? Who ready for chutney soca? In the house, put it up, 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 put it up. Let me go. Chutney soca machine up the bed. Cause I sure to break a sweat. Chutney soca machine up the place. Them young girl come to shake their waist. All night they whining, it's waistline rolling, it's Gunga Ghana, Mr. Vicessa. I just want to take a taste, 'cause I love chutney soca. Wanna sing with me? I love chutney soca. Music from Africa and India, combined to make chutney soca. Put your hands in the air and say, Lord, I love chutney soca. Yes, I love chutney soca. Loosen.
I just love that song. What did you think of that song, Urmilla? Don't you like it?
Got a great vibe, good energy, makes you want to get up and dance. So great work, Keith.
Very good, very good. I love the song.
Thank you.
I just love it. I think it was just like, it's going to be like one of those classic songs that you can actually listen to over and over and over again. And I didn't even realize that Vijay Ramkissoon and his brother were the ones playing the drums in that video
Yes.
there. So I just, when I was looking at the video, I think it was like 2 nights ago, then I realized, I'm like, wait a minute, that's Vijay and that's Sunil. It's amazing, amazing work indeed. Love it.
So Keith, I know you're a multi-talented guy. Do you only write chutney soca songs, or are there other genres and types of music that you're interested in that you've
No. I dabble in a bit of, all the music coming out of Trinidad, from the parang to the calypso. Calypso is, like my fave. I do soca. I have the chutney soca is, as I said, I started this last year, and it's it's growing on me. I've loved it since a child, growing up, in my area, hearing all the songs played from the neighbor's house, and it's just a nice feeling.
It's great. So how many songs have you written so far? Have you, I'm sure you probably have a whole slew of songs that you've written that you probably haven't produced and made into records as yet. How much, how much?
Yes, definitely. I have a whole whack of songs that hasn't been recorded as yet, but it's an ongoing process, Recording is it costs some money, first of all. So just to let the younger ones out there who is willing to come into the recording field, it does cost money. So takes time, right?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But it's all about the passion, right? And if it's something that you really, really want to do, and it's what you really want to do, then by all means, if you can afford it, then go for it, right?
Yes, definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
Once it's your passion, and something that you love. I mean, I love doing this, and it feels really good when I do it, so I do it. Yeah.
Yeah, and you make a lot of people feel good too with that kind of music, man. You just keep making that type of music, and I'm telling you, you have places to go. So
Thank you.
yeah.
And I think one of the key thing, like you said, Keith, once you have passion and drive, you find a way to make things happen, right?
Oh yes, definitely. Yeah. Definitely.
Now, let's talk CSM. So you started competing here, and then you went to Trinidad last year, February of 2020, and you competed in CSM 2020. You got into the semifinals, and now you're here. You've qualified for the semifinals again. Can you walk us through, without going into too much details, like what's the preparation like for this?
Well, as I said, last year was my first year, and the preparations were, like you register at first. You register your songs with Soutech, with the CSM company, George Singh and they. You register. They choose the songs and the contestants who has registered, and then they announce the semifinals, which they did today. And so from there, we prepare ourselves for the semifinal show. But this year, me being here in Canada, is going to be a bit different, So as I said, Vashti Dogra is the one who's heading the Canadian branch of it. And so they are going to set up like a studio, and it was supposed to go to be with a live band backing us and all of that. But because of the lockdown that we are in, the preparations is going to be different. There's not going to be a live band, I believe. And I think we are going to do like a DJ with a green screen, and we're going to pre-package the whole performance,
right.
and
Yes,
send it down to Trinidad to air on the day of the semifinal.
This CSM is going to be totally different. It's a virtual concert instead. So it's going to be interesting to see, because people are going to be allowed to vote now online, so by texting, I believe. So
yes, yeah. So go out there and vote for Ki Paulo.
Exactly. So I want all of our viewers, everybody who's watching, just put it out there. Voting can be done online, and I'll be giving you, as the time goes by, I'll be giving you more information on how to vote and all of that.
Yes, and in normal times, the preparation for the show is like huge. Like we put on a whole production for the show where it's in Trinidad, and you have your dancers, you have your pyrotechnics, and your stage props, and so it's a big production. But as I said, for this year, me being here in Canada, it's going to be a bit different. And
but going back, like say for instance, if you were in Trinidad right now, like if we didn't have COVID, what would the cost be to actually take part in this competition? I'm curious to know.
The cost varies, some people would spend up to $100,000 and more to put on a production.
Wow.
Going down to a minimum of probably, I would say, $10,000 minimum.
So that's Canadian or Trinidadian dollars?
That's TT dollars. That's TT dollars.
Okay.
I'm just calculating.
But still, it's a lot when you compare, like even with the exchange, it's quite a bit of money there as well too. So
yes, it is. I like most people do get sponsors and all of that. Last year was my first year, so I haven't really getting into the action of obtaining sponsors and all of that to do my my productions. But that time will come. I will continue writing the good songs, and someone will pick me up.
Well, on that note, Keith, I know that you have a new song to release here as well for 2021. It's called Take the Horn. Did you write that
Can't,
too?
can't take the horn. Can't
Sorry?
take the horn.
Can't take the horn.
Can't
Oh,
take the
can't
horn.
take the
I'm
horn.
so sorry about that. So,
Yes.
2 questions. Did you write this song as well? And can you tell the audience what the song is about?
Yes, I wrote the song as well. And, the song is about the typical, okay, let me break it down for you. When somebody in Trinidad say you're getting horn, it means, your spouse or your partner is cheating on you. They have somebody else.
I was
right?
going to ask about that because I keep hearing that word, but I was so scared to ask what it means.
Yes. So I have.
Are you going to be politically correct?
Yes. Again, I have a whole lot of songs that I'm writing. So most of the times I would have like a 1 verse and a chorus and a little piece of a song, recorded and all of that on my phone. And I keep sending songs for Big Rich, and he heard that one and he said, "Wow, I haven't done a horn song in a while, so maybe we could do this one." And I wasn't really the first choice for me to do for a song for this year or even
Right.
but and a lot of people are out there in the chutney world or in the music world in Trinidad, they were saying, like too much of horn songs and rum song and that's all chutneys and all that, but for me, it's having fun, right? And I did both of the criterias that they were talking about. I did horn and rum together, right? In this song. So
all right. So I'm gonna play that song and then we can come back and talk a little bit more about it.
Sure.
So but before we do that, though, do you want to give some shout outs to the production team of the song? Who?
Yes, definitely. I have my little list here with the people who actually did stuff on this song. So I have like doing the backup vocals. There was Tanya Rollins, and the reigning king GI also did backups on my song.
Okay.
I have Adish Sahadev, who did the music. Him and Big Rich together did the musical part of the song. The editing, the vocal editing was done by Prince Bajman, and of course produced by Big Rich in the Pungalungs factory.
In the Pungalungs factory.
Written.
That's a new word for my sister because she's not.
Pungalungs factory.
Welcome back, and you have to explain that to me.
No, I think we'll have to get Big Rich on here one day to explain what the Pungalungs factory is.
Yes, you should hook him up, link him up soon, yeah?
For sure. Well, let's take a listen to this new song, Can't Take the Horn. All right.
She want me to leave the house, she said to get out of here. She want me to leave and go, cause she fed up on me. The woman pack all my clothes, throw it in the yard. Now she want me leave and go, she getting on bad. And every time I come home is fine. I'm sleeping on the couch every night. And I can't touch she, oh Lord, I can't watch she. Oh, why you doing this to me? Oh, my baby, oh, my baby. Girl, why you doing this to me? I can't take the horn, I can't take the horn. I drinking my coke and punching cause I can't take the horn. I can't take the horn, I can't take the horn. I drinking my coke and punching cause I can't take the horn. Oh no baby, oh no baby, no, no, I can't take the horn. Oh no baby, oh no baby, no, no, I can't take the horn. Every morning when I go to tie up me goat. Sometimes I just feel like I could use the road, but to ease the stress and deal with my pain, it's me white oak and punching, pumping through me vein. I'm working so hard to make ends meet, but the next man eating me. Like she cast a spell on me, she have me pass out deep. Oh, why you doing this to me? Oh my baby, oh my baby, girl, why you doing this to me? I can't take the horn, I can't take the horn. I'm drinking white oak and punching, cause I can't take the horn. I can't take the horn, I can't take the horn. I'm drinking white oak and punching, cause I can't take the horn. I'm not Betty, I'm not Betty, no, no, I can't take the horn. I'm not Betty, I'm not Betty, no, no, I can't take the horn. I give she the house, the car, I give she the land. Now she want me leave and go, cause she have an ex-man. It's like a scorpion stick me feeling I go dead. So bring me white oak and punching, let me suck your head. I don't know what happened to me, but she have me like a big boboli. Like she cast a spell on me, she have me bad. Oh, why you doing this to me? I'm not Betty, I'm not Betty, girl, why you doing this to me? I can't take the horn, I can't take the horn. I'm drinking white oak and punching, cause I can't take the horn. I can't take the horn, I can't take the horn. I'm drinking white oak and punching, cause I can't take the horn. I'm not Betty, I'm not Betty, no, no, I can't take the horn. I'm not Betty, I'm not Betty, no, no, I can't take the horn. take the horn. I drink it white oak and puncheon, but I can't take the horn. I can't take the horn. I can't take the horn. I drink it white oak and puncheon, but I can't take the horn.
Ah, oh my goodness.
Whoa.
Oh, what happened there? Where did I go?
Technical difficulties?
I disappeared there for a minute. Where
I can
where am
see
I?
you.
I can't find where did I
You can't
go?
find your mouse.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, I need to stop this. Okay. Sorry about that. I got so carried away with that song. Can't take the horn, man.
Can't take the horn. Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
Keith, I just learned you need white oak and was it puncheon to get over?
Yes, yes. White oak and you know what? I see this song as, it's like it's stress relief,
Yeah.
know? And in Trinidad, like I've noticed, I mean, like it happens all around the world, but especially in Trinidad lately, like it have the men who would, like abuse their women and or their wives, or because of certain things, elements in life, and all I'm saying is like take a drink, ease off, like relax yourself, like life goes on. You don't have to go to the point where you would hit somebody or abuse your wife or your girlfriend or whoever, like, so let life be simple enough where you can walk away and have
That's
fun
great.
with it,
That's great advice. Honestly,
Yeah.
So my song is not only just because it's about horn and rum and whatever, like I'm hoping that people can see that, hey, I could just take a drink and relax, and smile about it,
Yeah, that is true, because I think it's all about the messaging of the song, and if people are gonna just take the message and just listen to the message of the song, right? So
yeah.
and you find I do find like there are a lot of cheating spouses out there, and people need to take stock of relationships, like
Yeah, well, that's life, right? We are only humans, right? And things like this happens, so, but again, as I said, you don't have to go to that extreme where you would, swing on the left,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I think the song brings a little bit of humor as well. You've got to look at it on the brighter side and see some humor and not take, like you say, take things that seriously, right?
Yeah, because this is life, and again, we are only human, and
Absolutely.
we have
and that is true too, because like there's so many, like in so many relationships, people tend to get a little too carried away. If somebody is cheating or if the relationship falls apart, they think that life is over, and it's
yes, and we do have the option and that choice. We have the power to make that choice,
That's right.
and move on, have fun, and be able to in the long run still communicate with that person and show them a respect. We moved on in life, but we can still be good.
Exactly.
That's a big message.
Yes, that's a very good message there. Even though, like, it, you talk about horning and your punching and your rum and whatever, but the messaging is there, so which is important.
Yeah.
And I hope that everyone will actually listen to that message, because the message.
Like when I do my songs, I like to get into the character to feel like that what I'm singing is what's happening. Like I'm like an actor in a movie. I want to get into character. So I sing that song from inside.
Yeah.
I bring out that feeling, like if it's something real, but it is real for people out there.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry that I didn't get to play out the entire video, but it's
okay.
like really long. I decided to play the song itself, the track itself, and then play a piece of that. So if anybody wants to take a look at that, it's available on YouTube, and you're more than welcome to go on there and take a look at the song and leave a comment.
It's not an official video as per se.
No, it's a homemade
clip I put
video
together at home.
Yeah.
I wanted to really put out a video for the song like how I did last year, you know, but
right.
because I'm here in Canada and our stipulations are different from other parts of the world, you know, and you know, maybe I can still get to do it, you know, but we'll see.
Well, we're coming to the end of the program, but before you go, I just wanted to ask you this one last question. Have you set out to achieve all that you wanted to do since coming to Canada 23 years ago? Or is there more to you?
Oh, there's so much more, you know. It's an ongoing process, you know, and I am proud of the things that I've accomplished so far. And, you know, I'm really proud of myself. It feels amazing sometimes to know that, hey, this boy from Palo Seco, you know, he's here doing these things, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's an ongoing process. I want to accomplish so much more in this life, you know.
Awesome. That's really great. I just want to say thank you so much for being on a program here today. We have 2 other guests, and
nice.
You know, I would love to stay and chat with you even more, but I think we will wait until you win the CSM title, and then we'll do another.
Yes, definitely. That's a possibility.
Keith.
And I thank both of you, Mala and Urmilla.
Yes.
I really appreciate you having me on this afternoon. And
oh, no problem at all. And like I said, it's been a while in the making. You weren't available when I wanted you to come on, but now you are. So I am happy about that. And I just want to say thank you so much again. And I wish you all the very best in your CSM endeavors, and I'll be watching and cheering you on, and we're going to be texting
and vote for him.
Well, yes,
vote for Ki Paulo. Can't take the horn.
Kei Palo can't take the horn.
Thank you so much.
Awesome
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Keith. Thank you so much.
Have a
great
good day.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
All right, so we're going to introduce our next guest in Urmilla.
Yes. So our next,
let's invite him in first. Hi, here we go. Let's just unmute him there for a minute. Hi, Sadesh. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. And this is my co-host, my sister Urmilla.
Oh, hi, Urmilla.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well, Mala. How are you?
I'm good. Glad to have you on board here today.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
So, before we get started, I just want to do a quick introduction of Sadesh so that our audience knows who he is and know a little bit more about him. Sadesh was born and raised in Scarborough, Ontario, with roots in Guyana. As a child, he always had a keen interest in music, and that was cultivated through attending mandirs, pujas, and satsangs. His grandfather was his role model and primary musical influence in his life. His mom actually bought him his first dholak after noticing how interested he was in drumming. And he began practicing the various styles of tan music from Guyana, Suriname, and Trinidad at home in his grandfather's house. He was first introduced to classical music through his good friend, Devin Lachmana, who is also another established musician here in Toronto, and a talented and iconic Dennis Lachmana. And another iconic role model was Aaron Jeevan Singh. Sadesh says that he would spend many hours, or many years actually, listening to these senior artists and play dantal for them at gigs before he started playing classical drumming on his own. He's also been blessed to play alongside artists such as Ashok Yankaran, Rakesh Yankaran, Jairam Dindyal, Dubraj Prasad, Ramesh Basdeo, Neil Surjdeo, Shiva Lakan, Aaron Jeevan Singh, Manila Gildari, sorry, excuse me, and of course, Ustad Dave Bansraj. He has also toured most of Canada, USA, and Trinidad. And Sadesh says that music is spiritual, and he is thankful to his Guruji, Pandit Krishan Dat Maharaj, for giving him the opportunity to become more spiritually in touch through music. Well, Sadesh, thank you so much, and welcome to the Sunday afternoon Lime. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Awesome. So how have you been?
I've been great. COVID's been a little much, but I've been doing well. I've been still going to work, so it hasn't hit me up as bad as other people.
Awesome. I know that, with the COVID lockdown, we haven't been going out and we're not, having gigs and all of that. So what are you doing in terms of music?
Just practicing. Fortunately, there were a few Ramines that I was able to go with my godfather over the past 9 months. We've gone to a few, but mostly just practicing at home.
Right.
Listening to a lot of music as much as I can, and just keeping yourself active as much as possible with music.
Yeah, absolutely. I can see from your bio that you have the dedication and the love for classical music. Is that the only genre of music that you would normally play?
That's where I give most of my time to. I love it the most. I'll go wherever like anybody asks me to go, but my heart lies in classical singing. I love it the most. I'm a fan of it. So I always like to be involved with that. I like to hear other drummers. I love all the singers. Like everybody's great in their own right. So that's where I usually keep my time with the classical singing. And there's so many other drummers playing drum in the city that you can't all like you have to like let people be great where they're good at. If people are playing great in the temple and playing good bhajan and stuff, let them do that. That's what they're good at. I enjoy what I like, so I stick to it.
That's amazing. That's a really good quality right there. Can you explain to us, like, what's the difference between chutney music and tan music?
Oh, well, for me, the best way I could say is chutney music is a little bit more peppy. Everybody loves to dance, and it's upbeat singing. I like it. I like it when it's being sung in Hindi. I don't like the English lyrics. I'm not a fan of that at all. I like it to stay Indian. I like the Indian lyrics. I like harmonium, drum. I like all those things to be incorporated in the music. So and the tan singing now, that like classical singing, like that's more for like, I don't know, that's, you could sit down and listen to that to the whole night. And the music sometimes that's upbeat too in classical singing. So
yeah,
all around it's a win when you're listening to classical. Some soothing, you get to enjoy yourself, and the music comes nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Sadesh, can you walk us through what your practice routine is like? How do you stay on top of your game in order to compete with other drummers?
Oh, I always listen. I don't really know. I wouldn't say compete. No, I always try to keep up.
Okay.
Compete's a big word. But no, like I always try to keep up and play what I know the best way I can. I always listen to other drummers. I try to listen to older drummers, to listen to hands. I come from a time when there wasn't much teaching. My one drumming teacher is Devin Latchman, but for us, like teaching is also like you got to do it on your own. So me sitting down and playing along with music, that's something that I also do to practice hands, because you can't always get a singer to always want to practice and stuff, Yeah. But if I'm going in like a show or a big singing or something, I always try to make sure I get some practice in.
Right. That's amazing. But I mean, so you haven't really had any type of formal education in?
No, when I was learning to play drum as a child, like 7, 8, 9 years old, there wasn't schools, there wasn't classes. It was just my grandfather spent a lot of time with me. He would just sing and I'd play the drum along with him. He doesn't play harmonium or anything, so he would just be singing, and that's my practice. That's how I learned it. He would say to listen for this, and what he also used to do he used to put me in front of the TV. So when you see people play drum, like I had to practice, and there's just a lot of copying and listening and copying back and playing back. But
Wow.
my teacher showed me how to play the drum good, like how to put my hands right and how to like just play with love.
Well, Sudesh, I have a little clip that I took off of social media, and I want to play this for our audience.
Okay.
And just bear with me here for 1 second. Let's just pull this up. One second. Screen. That was an amazing piece of drumming there. I mean,
Thank
so
you.
you're
Thank you very
you're
much.
basically self-taught. I always thought that you had some, serious training going on. That
Oh,
is,
I did. You know, when I was young, when I first got into it, I won't lie, like there was a lot of practicing and a lot of time and dedication. I dedicated my teen years and a lot of my whole 20s to playing drum. I never put anything ahead of going to play drum. I was always somebody that, for the most part, no matter what's going on in my life or whatever I'm doing, I always make time for drums. So it's a lot of dedication. And in the Lachmana home where I learned about classical singing and to play drum, practicing was something very serious. I learned to appreciate the music and appreciate singers and drummers, and practicing was a lot over there, a lot every weekend. If we have somewhere to go, it's an event. It's an event from early in the day. We're practicing songs. I'm getting a chance to play. I'm listening to Marusta play. I'm playing Dantal. It's work. It's a lot of work.
I can imagine that it's a lot of work because I know how difficult it is to even learn a harmonium.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah, and so the harmonium player and the drummer has to basically be in sync, right?
Oh, of course. It is. It's a singer's world. The classical singing is a singer's world. The
Yeah.
drumming is nice. Yeah, you get to play nice hands, but it's a singer's world. We have to follow the singer. We have to play how he wants. Everybody has a different way and like different things in a different way. So it's always remembering how they like it and when to play, when not to play, how to play. So it's a lot. It's a lot of brain work.
Right.
Yeah.
What are some of the highlights of your drumming career?
Oh,
Some of the best highlights that you can give us.
the best highlights. Playing for the Raja was a really good one. My first time playing for him was on the stage, and
For who? Excuse me?
the Raja, Rakesh Yankaram.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so that one was the first time I played drum for him on the stage. I was really like overwhelmed. I always get anxiety when I play for big singers from Trinidad because I'm always used to seeing them or just listening to them. And when I get a chance to play for them, my anxiety's up. So I need a little bit of time to settle down and actually be able to feel comfortable. But playing for him was great. I got to do a radio interview and that was really special. Playing for Harripersad is always special. And Ramesh Bastio, those are two people I really appreciate because they really put me on. Like people really took more notice to me in Trinidad when I started to play a couple of hands of drum for those guys. So that was really special. A majority of the places I go with my brother Neil Surridgedale is really special too. Like they're always special. He took me in a lot of stage shows. He took me in a lot of good singing, and as well as Ashok Yankar. And when he carries me out to play drum, it's always special because he's a really good performer. The Yankaran family is a really good performing family. So playing drum for them anywhere is always special for me. It doesn't even have to have a lot of people. I'm not someone that looks for the big crowds to say, oh, that's special to me. Just making good music wherever I can is special.
That's great. So, Sadesh, who would you say are your top 5 favorite drummers of all time and why?
My top 5? Well, I'd have to put 2 at the first place because they're one and the same pretty much. But Iran Singh and my one drumming teacher, Devin Lachman, are number 1 because they're my most favorite when I was young, and they make me want to know classical singing. Harripersad definitely number 2. And my number 3 spot would be have to be another 2 drummers would be Randy Balkaran and Akash Daniel. I think they're great. And Vinor Ganga Prasad. And
okay.
Yeah, I'd say Bobby and Dale Mirage as well. I can't leave them out. They're big guns. So yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So I'm not familiar with some of these names. The only names that I know is Aaron Jeevan Singh and Devin Lachmana, of course.
Oh yeah, Harripersad is great. He plays in the JMC Triveni band, and he's one of the best drummers that will ever for sure be out of Trinidad and Tobago. Harripersad, he's great.
Wow, amazing! I learned quite a few things about drummers today.
Yeah, it's a real
Maybe
sport. It's a real
another
sport, and
program.
it's real fun. You know, it's a real fun thing to do.
Nice, nice, awesome. Will you teach anybody who wants to learn? Are you at that stage yet?
I've learned enough to know that I can't say I would teach, but I'm willing to learn with somebody else. Whatever I've learned, I'm willing to share with somebody else and continue learning with somebody else, because I don't think I have enough in me to say that I can be a teacher and say I can show you what I know, but I won't say I'll teach you. No, I want to be a teacher.
Right, right. So you've played with all of these maestros of music,
Yeah.
and you've toured quite a bit. Have you played? Have you been on tour in Guyana?
Oh, I went to Guyana one time when I was 11 with my grandfather for Pagua. And those times when I was young, when I was first playing drum, I was playing in my grandfather's Ramaingol, where they sing with the jaw, and in his Chow Tao group.
Mhm.
So when I went to Guyana, I only played a little bit. I was really young, but no, not as a grown man.
Wow. Okay, so I think it's high time that you get on a tour and go to Guyana and play some
I would
music.
like to go to Guyana. I would. That's my mom's country, so definitely I would like to go. But all my love is in Trinidad and Tobago. My love goes to Trinidad.
I get that a lot too. Don't worry, because
Yeah.
everyone's just like,
People
what?
are always so surprised that I'm a Guyanese, because I'm always more in the Trinidad community, so they're always surprised. But yeah, my love is in Trinidad.
Same here. Same here. I can totally relate.
Yeah.
Sadesh, do you have any advice for any of the young and upcoming drummers or any budding musicians out there? What would you say to them?
Oh, be humble. Be humble first. Be humble. Approach music with a humble vibe. Don't try to be. Don't do the superstar. Don't do it looking for something. Continue learning as much as you can. Practice. Learn to be a good person first before you worry about being like a musical superstar or whatever these like big titles are, or whatever people consider themselves. Just be a good human being first, and then practice and doing everything that you do in music with love. Do it with love,
Absolutely.
and you will go far. You will go far.
Absolutely.
God will always bless you. And always say your prayers. Always pray before you play your music. Always take time out of your day to thank God that you've been given these talents, because it could be taken away from you at any time.
Anytime. Yeah, that's great advice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I've got Pandit Neil Dave who's watching right now, and we've got Vidya Chatterpal watching as well. Yes, and we have let's see who else we have. Mustaq Mohammed, Vera Bahadur, she is in Trinidad. Mala McCarthy here. Hem Naraine Chattergoon. Welcome everybody. Viram is watching from Trinidad and Tobago. Savi. Rohini Kelawan is watching from Toronto. Mahendranath Bridgelal. Paul Shivratan. Hi Paul, how are you? And Damien Sukram from New York City, New Jersey, actually.
That's my brother.
I know. I had a chat with him the other night as well too. Yes.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Yes.
I love him a lot. He's a great performer. He's a great singer, and in the years to come, like, he'll be great. He's doing everything.
Yeah. Well, did you know that Damien just got into the semi-finals for?
Yeah, I saw that. He's a natural superstar.
We also have Shabana Gurdial on as well, Kumar Jagnot, Brian Ramsing, Rosalind Bacchus, Viren Bihari. So, quite a few people on right now watching. And I have always known that you were musically inclined. You were doing drumming, but I didn't know to what level. I knew that you were always hanging around with Devin Lachman Singh and his dad and doing gigs in and around town, but I never really knew that you actually took it this seriously. And So now that I know, are you open to gigs? Like if people want a drummer, are
Oh
you?
yeah, I'm always open for anything. I'm always like willing to take work or jobs or if people would like me. But like nowadays, especially like how life is and how things go, like I mostly spend a lot of time in like Ramayana and satsang with my godfather, Pandit Krishna Maharaj. And I enjoyed that most. I love that the most because it's good company, it's a good time. I'm playing drum that I like and I'm learning something too. And I in my life, I mostly love spending time with my godfather now the most.
Right. You did say that the Pandit Krishnadat Maharaj is your godfather, right?
Yes, and a great drummer too. He's a really good drummer too from Trinidad. He learned from one of the best.
So can you describe for us like what it means to be more spiritually in touch through music?
Oh yeah, like definitely. Praying is one thing for sure. Before you ever pick up your instrument, respect them, keep them clean, keep them nice. Always say your prayers before you play drum and after you play drum. I'm a personal believer that because I've tried like alcohol and music don't mix to me. If you're playing music, doesn't matter what music you're playing. If you're singing on big stages as a soap star or whatever, drinking alcohol and these things is not good. I think you just need, you don't get to bring the best out of you when you're drinking. Try to always remain clear headed and just, try to bring out the best in your performance.
Have you tried telling that to some of the stars, the big
Oh, no, I
stars?
can't because, some people believe that it does help them. And,
Yeah.
sometimes with anxiety and different things, like people will take a little drink. But I personally know that when I've tried it, it doesn't work so well with me. It really
Right.
doesn't work well with me. I get really tired. I don't feel right. I can't concentrate. And I've tried it. I've tried drinking and doing it and without doing it. And I prefer being clear-headed and clear-minded and give the people the best that I could. And then if you want to drink after, yeah, we could drink after.
Right. Awesome. Awesome indeed. Good advice. Yes, that's for sure. Well, Sudesh, this has come to the end of our little interview session here, but I just want to take this opportunity to wish you all the very best in your musical journey.
Yeah.
And, if you ever have anything going on at any time and you want me to do any advertising or whatever for your program, you're very welcome to come back on here and do that.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you very much, Mala, for having me. And your program is great, and you're doing a lot of great things in the community. And I wish you well in everything that you do. Okay.
Thank you so much. That means a lot.
I just want to say, I want to say hello to my god sister in Maryland,
Sure.
Nadia and Dennis, and my niece and my nephew Gia and Arav, and my other nieces Anaya Lachmana and Gira Lachmana, and their little baby sister and their parents Devin and Nika. I want to wish them well. And to all the singers and everybody that gives me opportunities and drummers, keep doing your thing. I wish you well, and I hope to see everybody soon. I miss everybody, and I love everybody very much.
Awesome. Any shout out from mom?
Oh, and my mom.
How could you forget your mom?
My mom is my everything. My mom is my everything. She's my strength. She's my world, and she made me who I am. And I love you. And I don't even get to see my mom that much. I feel like crying because I don't get to see her so much. But I love you the most. I love you the most, Mom.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, stay safe.
All right. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you. Bye for now.
Bye.
Thank you so much. And so we have our next guest is also a semi-finalist in the Chutney Soca Monarch for 2021. So let's just get him in here first. Let's see where he's at. Just admitted him.
He's been very patient waiting.
Yes, he has. And while we wait for him, I believe in the beginning we were talking about the COVID and the police having not having, you said that the police did not have the right. Well, someone did send me something here to say that
I think it's all dependent on the time of the day, but go ahead, do your update.
Yeah, so someone said that in addition, individuals are not compelled to explain why they're out of their residence, nor is being outside as a failure to comply with the stay-at-home order. Workers are also not required to have proof from their employer that they're traveling to and from their workplace. So I guess, yeah, you were right.
I was right, but I'm glad that someone else reinforced that. So,
Thank you, Shabana Gordial. Thank you so much for that news release. She got it off of the Toronto Police website.
yeah.
So
Like
you
I
were
said,
right, I was wrong. My apologies.
that was the last that I had gotten an update, and I know that was what was out there, but I wasn't sure if anything had changed within the last 24 hours.
Yes, and let's ask Mr. Melvin to unmute. Well, hello there. How are you?
Hi.
Have you recovered from your gig from last night?
Kind of.
Kinda. Okay, so before we get started, everyone, I just want to let you guys know that this gentleman right here, Mr. Ricardo Melville, also known as Daddy Chinee, is considered to be a very versatile artist in the Trinidad and Tobago music industry. He entertains as a crossover artist, singing soca, chutney soca, reggae, R&B, pop, and soca parang. He has toured extensively in Canada, the United States, Holland, Spain, Europe, Guyana, Tortola, and Barbados, just to name a few. Gosh, can you take me with you next time?
I will for sure. I join it in my luggage.
I think so.
Yes.
He started singing at the age of 13 in school and churches, and at the age of 18, he began his professional singing career. He has performed in bands such as Kalyan, Roy Cape All Stars, Sound Revolution, Ja Vibes, Melobugs, Tea and Tech Diatones, now known as the GT band.
RG.
RG band. Did I say GT band? RG.
Yeah, but
RG.
you're correct. The Kente Gatoons is now known as the GT band.
Okay, yes.
You're correct.
And, right.
RG band is there. A different band.
Correct. So, and then you also played in Trisho. You performed it with
Yeah.
Dylan Adan, and also the former founder and owner of the band Hypnotic.
Hypnotic, yes.
Interesting. Currently, you're a member of the RG band.
RG band, yeah, Rishi Gardin, yes.
Right, led by Rishi Gardin.
Yes.
So, you've worked really, really hard to get to where you are, and you now enjoy this fame that you're into right now. I mean,
and I'm still working hard, man.
Well, I have to say congratulations on getting into the CSM finals again for this year.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Awesome. You know, Urmilla, so his mission statement is to have his music entice people all year round, don't matter race.
Yes.
I like that.
I like that mission statement. That's a great mission statement.
Yes.
Well, welcome to the Sunday Afternoon Lime again.
Thank you.
Yeah, he was here once already with Rishi Gardin as a last minute add-in, I believe.
For him.
Oh, for Hema, yes, that's right, Hamadindiel, of course. Yeah. So how have you been?
I've been good. Doing my thing, pushing on the music and music out there, and been doing plenty of virtuals, me and Rishi and the RG band.
Right.
Yeah, so, and then we in studio right now trying to finish a crossover song. We do one of Johnny King old song. We cover it over, like Darling. I don't want no other woman but you, darling. It's not how you look, it's the things you do. Yeah, kind of horsey right now because last night we had a private show and it was at the Sillet.
Yeah, exactly. I was getting a phone call at I think 7 o'clock this morning, and I'm thinking, who in the world is calling me at 7 a.m. on a Sunday morning?
Yeah, but I do apologize for the timing. Yes.
So,
But no matter if
You were still able to call her at 7 a.m. That's pretty good.
Yeah, because that was the time I started to do my posts and stuff now. So I want to make sure I get my stuff right before I post.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah.
Well, let's go back. Let's go back a little bit into your childhood. I mean, you started singing, I think, at the age of 13. You've had humble beginnings from church, and what was it that compelled you or motivated you to want to become a professional singer?
My uncle, if I go to his soul. At that point in time, I was living in Tabakit in Trinidad and Tobago. I must say Trinidad and Tobago, so I know what Tabakit is. People might know what Tabakit is. Yeah, and my uncle Afai, he pushed me towards singing, and we used to go to church every Sunday. I'm sorry to say used to, and I still pray every day.
Okay.
Yes, and in the church they had a little choir, and he took me to the guy in the church, and he told me he want me to sing. He didn't ask me if I want to sing. He want me to sing. And yeah. And because I was a little wayward boy now, and you want to keep me in a line, so he said, I want you to go to sing, because before that, I used to sing when my father, when they come to my father's house for the holidays and thing in Tobago. They used to pay me $10 and $20 to sing a little line of song for them. So from there, he always behind me. And then I went to live with him in Tabakit.
Okay.
Go to school.
So where exactly was the Tabakit?
Tabakit, yeah.
So what part of Trinidad is that?
Tabakit is way out in the west out there. Sorry. East side from where I am right now. Yes.
Right.
East.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know too much. I've only been to Trinidad, I think, twice.
Twice?
So, yeah.
Well, let hope the borders open so you can come again and do a tour. A whole tour Trinidad so you get to know places too cool, Matlat, Sans Souci, Gary. I'm sure you've never been in places.
Nope. I know Toko. Toko that's a beach town, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, fishing town. Toko is a fishing town. Toko Kumana, good material area. Yeah.
Right. Awesome. So you sing a genre, a variety of music, and it's no wonder that you're a successful crossover artist and you've toured some exciting destinations. Can you share with us what has been your most memorable gig experience so far?
Well, to be honest, I had plenty memorable ones. One I can remember when I was singing Ja Vibes, the first time Barry Salmon came to Trinidad and Tobago, and he had a concert, and I was privileged to be one of the to back him up on stage, and that was like, wow, yeah, but you're backing up for Barry Salmon. That was one. Second, when I went with Dina Dan and we went to Spain, Loredama. Yeah.
Nice.
I have plenty with Song Rev when I went out to Winnipeg, with Song Revolution. First time I went out there. Yeah, real funny. That the first time I was having carnival in Winnipeg with Song Revolution. Yes, and I was privileged to be part of that.
I've never been to Winnipeg, so I don't know.
And you live in Canada, close state. Close
I know. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we have to take a plane there. It's not within driving.
Well, I know. You had to take a plane there. Yes. I know.
Well, lucky you. That's awesome.
Yes.
Oh, did my sister just leave? Oh, she left me alone. Okay. The other question that I wanted to ask you is that I know that you come out with all these hit songs all the time. Do you write your own music? Like, do you write your own song?
Yes. Most of my songs I write.
So you write all of your music, your own music.
Yes.
Okay. And when was the first time that you got your big break in music? Like on the big stage?
That was when I went to sing Song Revolution.
Song Revolution.
Yeah. immediately when I joined Song Revolution, we left the country and I came to Canada for 8 months with Songrev.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Sign back in. Just telling her to sign back in. She's internet trying to connect. She's having some internet connection issues.
She got dropped. She dropped out. They dropped.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Yeah, yeah. But we'll continue anyways while we wait for her. Let's talk CSM. Now, last year you were like, how many times have you entered CSM so far?
About 6 times, I guess. 6 times, and I made it about 4 times.
When you say you made it, like
to the finals.
Oh, to the final.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And
the first time I made it to the finals was with a song Ricky Jai wrote for me. Yes. Okay. Yes.
Nice, nice. And I know Ricky Jai has won it like about 9 times, I believe.
Yes,
right?
yes.
What is your process of preparation to enter CSM, to get the semi-final, and to get into the finals? Like, what is your process like?
Well, first of all, having a good song. I'm an artist. If I do not think the song is a good song, I will not take part in the competition or even venture to go to do anything like that with the song. So you must have a song to take it in. And of course, when you reach the semi stage, things start to warm up. Now we have to get the dancers together, preparation, sponsors, you're doing rehearsal. Right now, I'm in the process of waiting for it to be scheduled by the Urmilla New Generation Dance Academy next week. We have rehearsals. And this year, it's kind of easier for me because we did the video together. So they know what I want, and it's exactly, I want to stray from the video with the dancing and what I want to portray with the song. Yeah, so.
And I'm sure that all these things cost quite a pretty penny.
Yep. Yeah.
Do you get sponsors?
I have a sponsor. While we're on sponsor, let me big up PDPI, who always there with Daddy Chinee, supporting Daddy Chinee, PDPI, piping. And also, Mr. Naraine, logistics. That is first priority, Gulf City Mall. Yeah.
Okay. So you need to have more than one sponsor then.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And what's like the ballpark figure of a cost that we're talking about here to do a production, to actually get into semifinals and to even attempt, even if you get into the say the finals, for instance? What are we talking about?
Well, last year I think I spent about all the sponsorship and getting together about 25.
Wow, 25,000.
Yeah, we talking from semis to final.
Yeah.
Oh
my goodness.
Well, this year it didn't look like to be much because remember everything be virtual.
Yeah.
Fireworks we pay almost 10,000 and change for.
Right.
Yeah.
So all these, let me ask you another question, and you can answer it or not if you don't want to. Do all of these things play a part in what number you place in this competition?
Not really. It's all about presenting yourself. That was about it. Don't care how much money you spend. If you come on the night and you flop, you fall. Right.
So the most important thing is having a good song and just being prepared to perform.
And of course, being on a stage like the Chatty Monarch stage, your presentation must be at the highest level. So this is where you have to put out to represent yourself as the artist for the world to see, So.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, no problem. I just want to take a quick moment and play that song. The song that you wrote in 2020 was "Look for Me." Is that it?
The soca?
Yes.
Yeah, that's soca. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Was this the one that you entered CSM with?
No. The song I entered CSM was Chutney.
Okay. Yeah. All right, no problem. So I think I'm not sure what I put together here, but I took a couple of clips from. Just wanted to give a little preview before we talk about the actual song for this year. So just bear with me here for 1 minute. Let me just grab this.
Did you look for busy soca?
Yeah, yeah. I think it was this one. I don't know where my sister is. She just disappeared now.
Yeah.
She's still having issues trying to get on here, I guess.
It happens. She's coming back.
Oh, gee.
Ah, yeah, that's
Where my chutney pussy day? Chutney pussy. Let me see your hand. Show me. Chutney pussy. I want to see your hand. When I sing me chutney, I want you to feel irate. Everybody irate. When I sing me chutney, bring your friend and family. Everybody happy. So now before I shorty, it's both of them inspire me to sing this melody. When I sing me chutney, there's plenty vibes and energy. You can clap your hands and that's for me. When I sing me chutney, I am Mr. Unity. Bring love in the party. Your friends and your family, everybody irate. Let's get hand of fighting, everyone uniting. When I sing me chutney, walk your waist and better. Walk your waist and Betty. Walk your waist and better. Walk your waist and Betty. And the tassa, and the dola, and the dantal, and the tabla, and the pie. Touch the sky. And let us all party. Well, it's chutney party. Put that one in the air. Put that one in the air. I want to see your hand. Show me. I want to see your hand. When I sing in something, I want to feel irate. Everybody irate. When I sing in something, bring your friend and family. Everybody happy. So that for shorty, what I them inspire me to sing this melody. When I sing in something, it's plenty vibes and energy. You can clap your hands and clap for me. When I sing in something, I am Mr. Unity. Bring love in the party. Your friend and your family, everybody irate. It's all fighting, everyone uniting. When I sing in something, come on, walk your waist and better, walk your waist and Betty, walk your waist and better. And the tassa, and the bola, and the turtle, and the tabla, and the pie, touch the side. We going to touch the line, we going to
Well, that was a really good song. I really like it. And I think she's back in. She just got it back in. So let's just give her a moment. Bring her back in. Oh, there you are. What happened? Unmute yourself.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. Don't know what happened. It's technology.
I thought we lost you there for a minute.
My connection just dropped and I had to log out, sign back in, power out, you know, all those fun things you
We
do.
thought they closed the board on you.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
All these fun things that happen when you're on Zoom.
Yeah.
I know. So let's get back to that song that we just played there. That was the 2020 Chutney song
Yeah.
that you performed CSM, and that was a little clip of last year's CSM as well.
Yes.
Too. I think you missed that, Urmilla.
That song was really a tribute to all the Chutney icons that passed.
Right.
And present also.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so you wrote that song as well, right?
Yes, I did.
How do you get inspired to write these songs? Like, what's your process like?
Well, when I write a song for myself, I I just think about what I want to say, what I want to do. I just relax myself, and it just come to me. Honestly, I die for myself. If I had to write for somebody, I could write on a topic just like that. But for myself, I had to be within myself to write a song, and I find that I just got better, output of what I want and what I want to say. So by the time I'm ready to write this song, by thinking it, I don't have it in my head already. Just put it on a paper. Yeah, like when I was singing my chatty. When I sing in my chatty, how I feel irie. Everybody irie is how I feel, how I want people to feel. Sundar Popo, Rashoti, both of them inspire me to sing this melody. When I sing in my chatty, and that's real.
That's good.
So I sing from inside within myself now. So it becomes easy. When I think about what I want to say, and it manifests.
Nice.
Yeah.
And how do you come up with the melody for the song?
Well, melody. I am a melody genius.
Oh, you're a melody.
I am a melody genius. Yes, I am. This is why I will write any song as is, melody different all the time. All the time. Check all my songs, and any of my songs, you'll never find nothing sound the same. Actually, some people ask me if I sing that song because how I approach it, I sing it how I approach it. In a sense, if I want to sing a reggae vibe, I'm going, I approach it as a reggae vibe. Not a chutney vibe, not a soca vibe, a reggae vibe.
Right. Well, yes. I was going to ask you if you sing Bollywood, but then after I heard the name of the song for this year, I'm like,
Japan, love in Tokyo, League Idol. Goodiya Japan ki League Idol. Goodiya Japan ki Pagal Mujhe Kar Diya. Japan. Oranga bada se beke. Chinada Valley, Ranga bada se. I'm going to say, Sone Kitare me Jonah Podosa. Parekai, I be first person in Trinidad ever record that song, eh?
Really?
Yes. After Ravi Biana went and do it. First person recorded with Dilina Dan.
Nice. Very nice. Can you sing Kuch Kuch Hota Hai?
Kuch Kuch Hota Hai? I'm singing for you, I promise. Tum pasi aaye. That all it?
Yeah.
You must good aaye. And the rest, I don't say you want so much, I'll learn it.
All right, you learn that song because when I come to Trinidad, we're going to do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Just for fun.
I will be done.
We'll do that. We'll do that. Okay. Okay, so talk to me about this latest song of yours, Mera Naam.
Mera Naam. My name is, well, this song came to me by Massive Gosain. Is the guy who really put that, he thought of the idea of the song in my head. Massive Gosain, big up to him. He asked me to do a clipping for Indian Arrival Day Gone. To big up, he was talking about the Dantal and the Dolak. Man, he said, Chinee, I want to do something for me. Let's big up the Dolak and the Dantal because every time we come around, people don't really recognize these guys. Yeah, within the culture, what they do for the culture, the whole East Indian culture and people, the Dolak, the Dantal, the harmonium. And I was like, okay. And I did the ad for him. I just want to big up the Dantal and harmonium people. So and I call him back after that. I said, Massive, that Dolak and that thing you tell me there about big up, you tell me nobody never do something for them. I feel like you do something. I like this, like the idea. I just like the idea. And it was in my head for a week. And I sing and Rishi Gardin said, well, yes, I'm almost here with him. So in my car, every time I car, I listen to them and vibes. And
right.
While listening in my car, I sing and I started singing, Dolak beaten. I said, Dolak beaten, Tal beaten. And a funny melody come on, and I think, what going on, boy? And then Jairaj was calling my phone, asking me, well, that coming there, so to do the remix of the Sandfly. Yes. And I called Jairaj sing. I said, Jairaj, Dolak beaten, Dantal beaten. What I mean by? He said, Bajawe. He said, Bajawe. I said, what, Boa? He said, Bajawe, boy, Bajawe. That's right. And I started saying, Dolak Bajawe, Dan, and I get a feeling. I started getting a feeling. I post that away because I find that tidy vibes. Yeah. Dolak beaten, Dantal beaten. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you want to give any shout outs to the production team of the song before
Of course,
I
I
play?
want to big up on Rishi Garden for always giving Daddy Chinee good music, and my band, the RG band, going forward, strong as ever. Let me big up Natalie York to do backup vocals, and Devendra Ramdat, who came in the studio at the time where I didn't want to put on my voice for that part, and he put it on beautifully, do everything I said, and I love it. Thanks to, of course, Jail Garden. You understand? Sangita. My wife name is Sangita also.
Oh, nice.
Yes. And actually, we are by her mom today. She's celebrating her birthday. Mama Caro, so happy birthday to Mama Caro.
Oh,
Yeah, I sit on the bed right now. I was before you come, I was just eating a big plate of food. I didn't want to see what I eating at this side.
wait, were you eating some duck curry or curry duck?
Today was noodles and salad and some rice and chicken and barbecue and
nice food.
That's some good home cooked food.
Good.
Home food, the best food.
It is.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a listen to Mera Naam, written by Mr. Melville right here, Daddy Chinee, and also music was done by RG Studios. So let's take a listen.
The crossover artist.
Give me the dollar, give me the dancehall, give me the harmonium. Give me the dollar, give me the dancehall, give me the harmonium. Give me the dollar, give me the dancehall, give me the harmonium. Give me the dollar, give me the dancehall, give me the harmonium. Dollar put away, dancehall put away, dollar put away. Yeah, this sweet harmonium playing, dollar put away, dancehall put away, dollar put away. Yeah, this sweet harmonium playing is the Indian inside of me. Make me speak Hindi, Medan and Chinese. I be real Karone, the sitar and the African drum. Playing the sweet rhythm, Medan and Chinese. I be real Karone. No bad in here, no evil can hold us down. No. I taking my shot, this soca to our nation. Whining low, low, whining low, low, whining low, 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 low.
Maria Hilawe, Maria Hilawe, Maria Hilawe, Maria Hilawe.
Move your body like a snake in India. Wind your waist like a dancing hula. Wind it fast and wind it slow. Free yourself and let yourself go. Every creed and race life matter. Spread the word and talk all over. Send the love from my island. Treat me down on the whole Caribbean. So like put away, dance put away, so like put away. Yeah, this sweet harmonium playing. So like put away, dance put away, so like put away. Yeah, this sweet harmonium playing. Rhythm in a me, rhythm in a me, rhythm a me, rhythm in a me, rhythm in a me, rhythm in a me, rhythm a me, rhythm in a me. Indian, African and Chinese, a sweet mix inside of me. Medan and Chinese, I'm the real Karone. Love and positive energy, I bring the smile for the world to see. Medan and Chinese, I'm the real Karone. No bad right in here, no evil can hold us down. No. I send in my soca truck me to all island. Whining low, low, whining low, low, whining low, 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 low.
Maria Hilawe, Maria Hilawe, Maria Hilawe, Maria Hilawe.
Move your body like a snake in India. Wind your waist like a dancing hula. Wind it fast and wind it slow. Free yourself and let yourself go. Every creed and race life matter. Spread the word and talk all over. Send me love from my island. Treat me down on the whole Caribbean. So like put away, dance put away, so like put away. Yeah, this sweet harmonium playing. So like put away, dance put away, so like put away. Yeah, this sweet harmonium playing. Rhythm in a me, rhythm in a me, rhythm a me, rhythm in a me, rhythm in a me, rhythm in a me, rhythm a me, rhythm in a me, rhythm in a me. Indian, African and Chinese. A sweet mix inside of me. Made and shiny. And the real Carone. Love and positive energy. I bring a smile for the world to see. Made and shiny. And the real Carone. Look for me.
Well, we will definitely be looking for you at CSM, that's for sure.
Yes.
Wow,
Look for me.
nice song. Dolak Bajawe.
Hear
Dantal
the sweet
Bajawe.
harmonium playing. Is the Indian inside of me? Make me speak Hindi. Made and I'm shiny. I'm the
Wow.
real Karuni.
I forgot to ask you, what's your background? You said you,
Well, my grandmother is Indian and Chinese. My mother is African. My father is Chinese and Indian.
nice.
Yeah,
Very nice.
my grandfather is pure Chinese.
Wow.
Awesome.
So I'm a firm believer that there are 4 things that all unite all of us: music, food, dance, and movies. And I think your video just represented 3 out of the 4. But I
Thank
know
you.
you just
Thank
had
you.
great food too.
Thank you.
So
Thank you. I wanted to do so much more with the video, but because of the COVID and the restrictions, I
yeah.
just did it in one place and get together and try to get all I could out of the song in the video. And
No, I think you did a great job. It's a really good video.
thank you.
So I know that for the North American contestants, it's going to be virtual. They're going to have to do their videos here and then send it in. But what's going to happen in Trinidad? Are you guys going to be going to like a studio and doing this whole thing?
Well, from what I understand, it will be pre-recorded. Everybody will have their time. They come in and they'll air it. It'll be aired on all the local TV station and I think internet also.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I can't wait to see you on CSM, and I just hope that you win the title this time around. You've been a contestant for so long. You've gotten to the finals, and
People vote.
Yes. So
Vote
everyone,
for Daddy Chinee.
and I was going to
expect
say,
to vote for me.
the two of you actually look so familiar. Like you guys look like you could be brother and sister.
I know, right?
Both of you.
Probably we and we know. You never know.
You never know. That's true.
And she's
They say in God's eye, we are all brothers and sisters. Eh?
That's right.
That's right.
You saw that
Hallelujah.
movie 6 Degrees of Separation, right? We're all interconnected.
Thank you.
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, do you have any parting words before I let you go?
Well, before I go again, let me big up Pharmacy Deco and Beyond, who will be supporting Daddy Chinee also, and Rocky Sand and Gravel, who's supporting Daddy Chinee also. And everybody who love this song, give me the love for this song, and thank you for the support. I know anytime Daddy Chinee come, I try my best to come positive and represent everyone as our people.
Right.
Absolutely.
Respect, yeah, man.
Well, that's very inspiring and awesome words and good advice that you've given us. And I love your songs and I hope that you win. And I wish you all the very best at CSM 2021. And you're a fantastic artist. And I just want everybody watching this man here, vote for him when he's performing. You can vote by phone. So I'll be giving more information as the weeks go by on how you can do that. So in the meantime, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you for having me again. Thank you.
You're very welcome. You can come on here anytime.
And I just want to say to Mala, thank you for giving me the opportunity to experience and get to know these musical talents. Both Ki Paulo and you, Daddy Chinee, you're amazing artists. And I don't normally listen to this type of music. My sister knows that. So this is a great platform for me to get exposure, to get to know such talented artists. So I appreciate that. And I'll definitely be following both of you and checking out what you guys are up to. And I wish both of you all the best in your careers. I know you're both talented and you'll do amazing.
Thank you very much,
Indeed.
darling. And you all stay safe. I hear
Yes.
you all back on lockdown again.
Yes.
We are on complete lockdown. I was just saying that, these days we have to get dressed up just to be in front of a camera now. That's it.
That's right.
We can't, I miss getting dressed up to go out, like to do a gig out there, or to even go dancing or dining in a restaurant. I just miss that.
Yeah, they keep the whole party in the house.
I know, exactly. Yeah, that's what our weekends are like. We get dressed up and we stay and we go live, or we DJ, or play some music or something, or sing a couple of songs.
Once you stay safe, that's the most important thing.
Exactly. All in the name of being safe. Well, on that note, thank you so much again. I appreciate your time here today.
And don't forget, guys, vote CSM 2021. Vote for Daddy Yank, Chinee, and Ki Paulo. Don't forget.
Awesome. Well, there you go, folks. You have it. 2 CSM semi-finalists, Kei Palo and Daddy Chinee, who will be looking for your votes. So please log in and cast your votes online and make sure that they get to the top of the lineup.
Absolutely.
And I just want to wish both of them all the very best on taking CSM by storm. And thank you for sharing your time with us here today. Also, a very special thank you to Sudesh Naraine as well for gracing this platform. And I wish you all the best in your musical journey. So to all of our viewers who are locked on with us today, on social media here on Facebook Live and also on YouTube as well. Thank you for your love and support once more. And for me, there is no me without you guys. So thank you so much for all of that. And to Urmilla, our lovely co-host here, thank you. Did you enjoy today's segment?
I really did. I absolutely loved it. So thank you for, again, bringing me the opportunity to get to know such wonderful artists. And I love it. And I'm going to be following you, Daddy Chinee. So accept my friend request.
You shall do that. And I'll say, look for me.
Look for me. All right. So I take it then, Urmilla, that you'll be back co-hosting with me again.
Sure,
I didn't scare you off.
If your viewers are okay with it, I'm okay with it.
I'm sure my viewers don't have a problem with that. Trust me. Thank you so much for being here, Urmilla. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And so to everyone out there, remember that life is measured not by your wealth, but by your good deeds. Keep on depositing good karmic deeds into your life's bank account, and continue to be kind and always pay it forward with goodness. So thank you again, everybody, and have a great week ahead. And we will see you again next week when we have another very interesting segment, musical segment again. And it's going to be a fantastic one, I promise you. So make sure you log in next week, same time, same place. So with that being said, bye for now, and we shall see you again soon.
In the mix, with DJ Rude Boy.
Let us proceed with the first song.
Well, thank you, everybody. Good night. Have a fantastic week ahead of you. Enjoy what's left of your Sunday evening, and we'll see you again next week.
And
Bye for now.
everyone, stay safe, stay home, wear your masks if you have to go home, and please, please practice social distancing.
Thank you very much, everyone. Good night.